Joe, Baylor gave you a nice boost off the bench. What did you see from him tonight?
He was great on both ends of the floor. I thought, he passed up a couple early shots when he was open. And then, he got him in rhythm and he was able to make a couple. But, another guy that, regardless of how well he shoots, he'll be defined by the other stuff that he does, the rebounding, the defense, the loose ball that he chased down, the charge that he took, and the crashing. So, I just thought he played a well-rounded game.
It seemed like a few guys kind of passed up some shots. I know that's one of the things that probably upsets you the most. What was going on there? Is it just like a hesitancy of guys who don't normally play trying to think too much? Or
no, I think in the beginning they had switched defenses from man to 3-2 to triangle and 2, and I think that just kind of you take an extra second to kind of see what the defensive coverage is, and is it the right shot at the right time? And so I think once we're able to just get into a rhythm, regardless of the defense, I think they were able to step into some of them. So they definitely fixed that.
You've talked. Oh, sorry, I bet.
Sorry. You run 2 ATO for Baylor tonight. Is it a way to acknowledge his good game, to get him in rhythm and open space?
Yeah, I think that's one way to do it. At the same time, just have, he's playing well. He did things that impacted winning. And, I felt like those were good opportunities to get us a good shot.
You've talked about being demanding of Nimi and grateful that he allows you to coach him that way. What were the points of emphasis when you were getting on him in the first half, and what did you think of his bounce back?
I just think he had some opportunities to, finish plays in the paint, and with them blitzing and changing defenses, we have to be able to punish that. And, I thought in the first half he was just a little hesitant, on those. In the second half he did a great job of finishing them. And so, when you're hard on a guy like that, I told him that yesterday. I truly think that he has a chance to be a good player in this league, and he's won games for us. And it's hard sometimes when he doesn't get to play all the time, but that can impact his value. So I really believe in him, and he's got a chance to be good. So he's got to stay on him.
Joe, Torrey got a bunch of rebounds crashing from the corner. How much do you emphasize that as a team that shoots a lot of threes, maybe gets some sporadic rebounds that can go all over the place? How much do you emphasize those corner crashes?
Yeah, we obviously it's always an area that you can get better at. I think I don't know what the shot margin was, but he did a great job. He came in at the start of the quarter and played the whole second quarter, and then starting him there in the third. I just thought his physicality. We felt that on both ends of the floor. He's a great screener, but. Those plays are huge. When we're playing against a team here, we got to generate momentum and extra possession. So he's been great in that so far.
And then how much do you think the increased volume of threes around the league has impacted offensive rebounding? Because it's no longer you can just stick guys in the paint, balls are flying everywhere as they bounce off the rim. How much do you think that's changed the way different teams attack the offensive glass? Yeah,
I just think regardless of how you go about it, you have to try to fight for extra possessions and win the shot margin, and offensive rebounding is one way of doing that. You have to commit to that, and so we're continuing to work to be better at that.
Joe, you guys have the Lakers coming up on Saturday. You guys are playing well. They're playing really well. How has the addition of Luka changed that team?
Obviously, his ability to score. It looks like they're playing with a level of joy. That their offensive firepower, also really good in defense. I think since the trade, they're number one in defense. So, well-balanced team, and it's going to take a connected game on both ends of the floor.
Joe, sticking with that, tonight you have the Sixers in town, Lakers coming to town. You're a student of the Boston Celtics. You understand the history. You understand the rivalries. How do you enact that as the coach? Do you put extra emphasis on those rivalries, or are you able to compartmentalize that?
I would try to treat every game the same. Every game is a must-win game until the game is over. So, obviously those are there, and it'll be a different atmosphere having a team like the Lakers there. But I think the idea is every game should feel as if it's the most important game, and when you can do that, you're able to stick to the process of that. But at the same time, you feel the honor of playing in a game like that, because you've seen the battles that two franchises have gone against. And so there is a level of appreciation that you have to have. At the same time, it's a game that it's a must-win game. Whatever happens after it doesn't really matter.
Joe, Jayson had 35 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and it kind of seems like nobody cares. What does it say about him to have a game like this and just kind of be like a ho-hum night?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you said that because I think that's true and I think that's important. I think that's good. But I told him after the game, you did your job. Your job was to score 35 and sit the fourth quarter in a game like this, and he did it, and he was great. And he found a great balance of taking great shots. I thought it was super aggressive in the first quarter. I thought his defensive activity was just as good. And again, to sit here and have him do that and to be the last question of the night just kind of shows how good he is and what he does for us. But he did his job, and he was great in it. Thanks.